The anticipation surrounding Lou Ferrigno's return was palpable, not just because of his massive physique but also due to the challenges he had overcome in his life. Dealing with partial hearing loss since childhood, Lou's determination to succeed in bodybuilding in Hollywood was an inspiration to many. Despite facing skepticism and criticism early in his career, he persevered, eventually earning the respect and admiration of fans and fellow athletes alike. In 1992, the bodybuilding world witnessed an extraordinary moment as Lou Ferrigno stepped back onto the Mr. Olympia stage after 17 long years. To make a successful comeback after such an extended break was an unparalleled feat in the sport's history. The audience was in awe of Big Lou, who, like fine wine, seemed to have only improved with age. Lou Ferrigno's physique, although slightly different from his 1975 appearance, still possessed remarkable mass and proportions. The changing landscape of bodybuilding had ushered in the mass monster era, and while Lou was closer to this trend in 1992, his iconic physique from the 70s still shone through. He was the most massive member on stage, surpassing even Dorian. Despite being away from the competitive circuit for nearly 2 decades, Lou Ferrigno did not disappoint. Taking the stage with an aura of confidence, he displayed an incredible level of conditioning and posed with the grace and power that had made him famous. While he secured the 12th spot in the 1992 Mr. Olympia, his return was an overwhelming success, garnering admiration from all quarters. As the bodybuilding world bid farewell to Lee Haney, a new champion emerged from the United Kingdom, Dorian Yates. Before 1992, Dorian had already begun to make waves in the industry, but it was at the Mr. Olympia stage that he truly solidified his place in bodybuilding history. Dorian Yates was a bodybuilder like no other, and his victory at the 1992 Mr. Olympia signaled a shift in bodybuilding aesthetics. He emphasized mass and muscle density over the traditional emphasis on symmetry and proportions. Dorian's approach represented a new era in bodybuilding, aptly dubbed the mass monster era. From 1992 to 1997, he held the prestigious Mr. Olympia title, an unprecedented 6-year domination of the sport. His win in 1992 was just the start of a legacy that would forever etch his name in bodybuilding lore. Dorian Yates was not just a brute force on the stage, he was a methodical tactician in the gym. Known as the Shadow for his quiet demeanor, Dorian approached training with intensity and precision. He popularized the high-intensity training (HIIT) approach, pushing his muscles to the brink of failure and allowing for optimal muscle growth and recovery. Dorian Yates' physique was unlike any seen before in bodybuilding. He had an awe-inspiring combination of size, vascularity, and symmetry, combined with razor-sharp conditioning. His presence on the stage was commanding, and his performances were nothing short of spectacular. Dorian Yates' reign as Mr. Olympia had a profound impact on the sport of bodybuilding. His focus on mass and his willingness to push the boundaries of human potential set new standards for the modern bodybuilder. The mass monster era, characterized by dense muscle and unprecedented size, had its roots in Dorian's reign. His training methods and approach to bodybuilding inspired countless athletes to push beyond their limits and strive for greatness. The 1992 Mr. Olympia was an event of unprecedented significance, with historical implications that would shape the future of bodybuilding. The legendary studded lineup, the epic comeback of Lou Ferrigno, and Dorian Yates' rise to dominance in the mass monster era made this competition a legendary spectacle for bodybuilding enthusiasts worldwide. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories about the fascinating world of bodybuilding. See you in the next video. Welcome back, bodybuilding enthusiasts. Today, we'll take you on an exhilarating journey through the iconic 1992 Mr. Olympia, a contest that shaped bodybuilding history. From the end of Lee Haney's reign to the rise of Dorian Yates and the epic comeback of Hulk Lou Ferrigno, this event is packed with triumphs and legends that continue to inspire us all. Let's dive in and witness the moments that defined a new era in bodybuilding excellence. For decades, Mr. Olympia has been the pinnacle of bodybuilding competitions, attracting the most extraordinary physiques and showcasing the epitome of human strength and dedication. The 1992 Mr. Olympia held special significance as it marked the end of an era and the dawn of a new one. The 1992 Mr. Olympia stands out in the history as the final edition of this prestigious event to be held outside the United States. The unique aspect of this particular year added an extra layer of excitement and significance to the already fiercely competitive tournament. As the 8-time consecutive Mr. Olympia champion, Lee Haney had established himself as a dominant force in bodybuilding. His incredible achievements and legendary status left an indelible mark on the sport. However, the 1992 Mr. Olympia marked the end of Lee Haney's reign as he announced his retirement from competitive bodybuilding after an illustrious career. The stage was set for a new era in bodybuilding, and the spotlight fell on a relatively lesser-known British bodybuilder, Dorian Yates. Little did the bodybuilding world know that this unassuming athlete was about to revolutionize the sport and establish himself as one of its most dominant figures. The 1992 Mr. Olympia would become the platform for Dorian Yates to unleash his monstrous physique and reshape the landscape of competitive bodybuilding. The 1992 Mr. Olympia brought together an extraordinary gathering of the finest bodybuilders of the era. Among them were renowned names who would leave an indelible mark on the sport and set new standards for greatness. One standout contestant was the charismatic and immensely talented Kevin Leveron. Making his first appearance at Mr. Olympia, Kevin quickly demonstrated his immense potential, leaving a lasting impression on the judges and the audience. His phenomenal physique and stage presence earned him a remarkable second-place finish. This impressive debut would serve as the catalyst for a highly successful career as a bodybuilder, solidifying his place as one of the sport's brightest stars. The 1992 Mr. Olympia was graced by the presence of bodybuilding titans, each bringing their unique attributes to the stage. Lee Labrada's symmetrical and aesthetic physique showcased his mastery of the sport, while Sean Ray's chiseled proportions and posing finesse captivated the audience. Mohamed Benaziza, with his impressive muscle density, added to the formidable lineup of competitors. Among the contenders, a rising star emerged in the form of Ronnie Coleman. In 1992, Ronnie made his first ever appearance at Mr. Olympia, laying the foundation for his remarkable journey ahead. Though not a front-runner in this particular competition, Ronnie's potential was evident, and his powerful presence on the stage hinted at greatness yet to come. Little did the world know that Ronnie Coleman would go on to become one of the most celebrated and dominant bodybuilders of all time. The 1992 Mr. Olympia showcased the creme de Los Angeles cream of bodybuilding talent, and the caliber of competitors set a precedent for the years to come. The star-studded lineup, along with the anticipation of Lou Ferrigno's return, made the event a historic spectacle. Little did the audience know that this competition would go down in history as one of the most pivotal and transformative moments in bodybuilding history. One of the most anticipated events of the 1992 Mr. Olympia was the long-awaited comeback of the legendary Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. Lou had previously made his mark on the bodybuilding world when he competed at Mr. Olympia in 1975, showcasing his immense size and extraordinary strength. Following that event, Lou took a 17-year hiatus from competitive bodybuilding, focusing on his acting career and other pursuits.